You know who it is, the horror flick digger did Super 6 Big Mitch. And I'm kicking in those with 3 O's. And I'm bringing 28s, 101s because we Vegas sons. It's the Chronicles. And you in the Meadowlands. Yeah, and you in the Meadows, man. And you already know what made me. 530. You can tell by the lines, man. That boy does it, baby. Boom. Hubba dub. Hubba dub. Scrub. Nah, I'm just playing. Welcome to Vegas Chronicles with the whole Super 6 Big Mitch. And today, like any other day, y'all know what we do. Ain't nobody brand new to this. We kick actual factuals with no additives and no preservatives. Just raw and uncut. Like what? Like summer sausages and crackers. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting your boy, man. First and foremost, I'd like to spend a special shout out to Buzz from Valley View, man. I enjoyed the conversation, man, you had yesterday, man. Can't wait to get you on there, man, and interview you, Buzz. You got a cold story, man, and you went through a lot. But the fact that you survived all that was meant to destroy you, man. I salute you, brother. And I salute the View. I salute my cousin, the Allens, especially Willie Allen. You know what I mean? And Marcus and all them, man. I love y'all, man. Shout out, man. I'm going to get you on there, Buzz, in the studio, Brody. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Randy Carter, man. I'm going to get with you too, man. And we're going to do the youth thing, man. And I appreciate you even bringing that to me, man. And, you know, I feel blessed, man. But let's jump right into it, man. Welcome to Vegas Chronicles, man. And, you know, I did a video the other day when I was, I kind of got sidetracked by some rah, and I'm not gonna let that happen no more because we on a whole nother level over here, man. You know, and we don't deserve to be getting. And shout out to everybody that got at me, man, and reminded me of how far I came, man, and what I'm doing, man, and how powerful, the things that I am doing and how powerful it is. But I want to address something, man. This is no disrespect because everybody got a right to feel how they feel. But this goes out to my little Brody, Age Boogie, Grand Prize. You a good brother, man, and I understand you voiced your opinion, and you said some things and how you feel. You said that the throne is your home, and that the Gerson saved your life. Okay, and you said that when people see your face, that's what you want them to see. I respect your opinion and how you feel because that's your right to feel that way. But with all due respect, I'm gonna have to, agree to disagree with you. Number one, when I said that I wasn't no Gerson, I'm not gonna never deny the fact of where I was born and raised. But as far as me calling myself something other than the name my mama gave me, negative. I've been a Gerson before, and I was one of the hardest ones, man. And you said it saved your life. Well, you're a lucky man. Because I'm going to tell you what it did for me. And I'm going to tell you the truth because I don't think it was too many people that was knee deep in that as me. See, I wasn't one of the ones that just sat around and smoked weed and drunk 40s. Now, I actually went out there and got my hands dirty. So, the Gerson destroyed me. It destroyed my childhood friends. It destroyed my mama in ways. It destroyed my father. It destroyed... Listen, man. I'm going to just tell you this here. Let's talk about the G's. And no disrespect, but I don't know nobody that really got a story of success that participated in this game. That really participated. There's a lot of people that grew up in the Gerson that didn't become Gersons. We're not talking about them. We talking about the people that really bang this. And you talking about thrones. Let me tell you something, man. Everybody that really participated in this, that used to bang Gerson, man, that really bang Gerson, man, is somewhere laying up under a tree licking their wounds, man. Because they didn't suffer some form of loss, whether it was a loss of freedom, whether it was a loss of a brother, whether it was a loss of a child, sister, girl. Everybody done suffered loss, man, from every hood, not just the Gerson. But being a Gerson, let me tell you something, man. That was one of the darkest eras of my life, man. I've done some of the most heinous things you can think of in the name of the Gerson, man. To my own people, people that look like me. And the people that fought for us to have the things that we had in our community, we turned on them. Even the women, the older women, they were scared to walk through the Gerson. They were scared to walk to the store because people like me that didn't care about nothing would literally rob them. I have robbed old women in the Gerson that was only trying to go probably get her and her children something to eat. And some of my OGs cheered for me as I done it. Those same women that helped get us Similac and Gerbers. Those same women that fought the real enemy to get us stuff that we need. We turned on them. Let me tell you something. Vegas Chronicles. I was with an OG homeboy. Now, ain't no need to, put names out there because these dudes wear their feelings on their shirt. I can care less, but they do. But they wear their feelings on their shirt. But I used to be with this one cat. Now, if you know, you know. But Brad had a black Riviera, right? On Chrome McLean's. Everybody remember that black Riviera cornbread used to have. He only let one person drive that car. And everybody knew who that one person was. It wasn't me. But he only let one person drive that car other than himself. That he really trusted to drive that car, and people knew who that was. Well, me and this individual was together one day. See, I grew up in an area where people used to come get me. My OGs, my bigger homies. They used to throw rocks at my window. Come get me. Let's sheepdog. Tyrone Howe, all of them. Let's sheepdog. I come outside. Hey, come with me. You got your thing? Come with me. You see? Because they knew how I do it. So they send me. Because they knew how I do it and I wanted to do it. See? I wanted to show them that I was Lil Sheepdog. I wanted to show them that I could fill them shoes that they put out in front of me, knowing damn well I could never be my father. But I tried to. But check this out. Me and this cat was together in that black Riv, right? He come get me. He said he knew a dude that was from Cali that stayed in a racket club. Had a bunch of bud. He wanted to get him. Right? So he come get me. We in Bread Riv. So he take me over there. We go to the racket club, right? This back in 89. This back in 90, 91. About 90, 91. I think 90. But we go to the racket club, right? And we sitting outside the apartment. He telling me, yeah, because he knew the dude wasn't at home. I guess him and the dude had just done some business or whatever, but he seen that the dude had just recopped and he had a few pounds up in there. He wanted me to go up in there and get it. And a few pounds back then, that's jackpot. So I'm thinking, cool. And then he had a girl up in there, but she was pregnant, right? I go up in there. I knock on the door. Do. I've been over here a couple times. I ain't really come in, but me and him been over here. You know what I'm saying? He used to get weed from this cat. They was cool. This was a Cali dude. I think he was a B-dog, right? So I go over there, I knock on the door. The female answered the door. I said, y'all got some bud? She was cool. She was like, yeah, she recognized me from being with my OG. He didn't park away from the house, so when she opened the door, she can't see the car just parked right in front of her house. He didn't park somewhere else, so I walked to the door. So she let me in. I come in. As soon as I come in, she go to the back. She bring out all her dude bud. I don't know what was wrong with this woman. But she bought out everything. I don't think she knew what she was doing. And she was pregnant. She was real pregnant. I ain't want to do nothing to her, right? So when she bring out all the bud, she showed me different, sacks, This is this is that. So I'm just staring at her, right? I'm not looking at nothing she doing. I'm staring at her, waiting to make the move. But I'm wondering if somebody up in the house, because I don't want to stick her up and then somebody come out and surprise me. So after I feel, comfortable enough, I snatch the weed and I draw down. She gets scared and jump back, right? My whole thing is just get up out of there. I don't plan on doing nothing to her. I'm just finna get up out of there, right? So I got her at gunpoint, but now I'm getting greedy. When I draw down on her, I say, where the money at, right? She said, I don't know. I said, where the money at? She told me the money was in the freezer. So look, I'm headed toward the freezer to get the money. Soon as I'm going to the freezer, this cat come in the door. He come in the door. Right, so I turn around, and when he come in the door, he drew down on me. So we got the thing on each other now. Now I'm stuck in the house. And check this out. Don't you know the cat I came with? Look, I know he left me because when we came over there, you know that song, it, it was a song, by DJ Pool, messing with Dang, messing with Dang, messing with Dang. Y'all remember that song by DJ Pool, messing with Dang? We was bumping that when we came over there. And when dude came in the house and me and dude drew down on each other, I knew that was him starting the car because that song came on outside, messing with Dang. This dude drove off and left me. I'm in there with a bag of bud, a gat pointing at this cat, and he got a gat pointing at me. So we both got the gat, you know what I'm saying, pointing at each other. I swear to God, man, and I ain't gonna even lie. And the girl was just screaming and panicking, man, and he was like, get up out of here. I mean, when I had the gun, I moved, you know what I mean? And she tried to run, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, you better not move. You better not move. So we in there, she was screaming and hollering, and I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm gonna keep it so 100 with you. I don't think that dude wanted to risk nothing. And what he did is he turned around and he broke. He just ran, you know. And I came to the door like peeping, like trying to get up out of there. And I just took my chance and I shot up out of there, man. And I just took off running, man. And I'm going to leave it at that. But that cat left me. He left me. He left me. For real. And I kept all the bud. But he left me. And that's been my golden oldies. Every time I get into something, I'm always getting left. That's why I'm sitting here with a permanent blinker. Because somebody left me in the midst of a battle. They came and got me, then I got blasted. They left me. When I got stabbed in the head up in Indian Springs by the north, they left me. They left me. So when you say the Gersons saved your life, or the Gerson saved your life, look what it did to me. Look what it did to me. When I was really out there calling myself a G, and I was out there doing what I was doing, man, don't you know, a guy came over there to the Big Carry Arms, and he came to see somebody. He wasn't bothering nobody. He came up over there, and he wanted to visit one of our homeboys. And they got cool in the jailhouse. Me, King Roger D, and Lil Brad was out there. You know? And I approached the dude drunk. Just because he had on a blue do-rag, wave cap. This cat here wasn't even from Las Vegas. You could tell by his accent he was somewhere from the South. But just because he had on a blue do-rag and he wasn't from Donna, because we was cool with them at that time, we decided to jump on. And we beat that man like a dog, man, for nothing. For nothing. And that was the norm. Beating up people that looked like us. I was out there tripping. Full of that water. Coming home. Full of that water. Almost burning the house down. Taking my family through I don't know what. The police coming in there, running up in our house looking for me. I'm a juvenile when all this is going on. I'm a juvenile. But I'm acting like an adult. I'm driving my family mad, man, with my behavior. In and out of institutions. Getting in the shootouts with ABMs and NTGs and Bloods and stuff like that, man. Come on, man. That's what the Gerson did for me. That's what the Gerson did for me. You know? And I ain't gonna even pretend, look, being a G, I was one of those ones that was really active, and I seen how the ones that was really active, I seen how they talked and thought about the ones that wasn't. It was always division. It was always dudes that didn't like one another. It was always dudes that, when I was around Brett, he talked so bad about a bunch of people because he didn't look at them as being, real. They weren't authentic. Bread looked at some of these cats as being clowns. He called them rainbow bright ass dudes. These old rainbow bright ass, for real. So that's what the Gerson did for me, homie. But I'm going to tell you something. And I understand you're a man of God. So am I. And I know this. You can't serve two masters. You go be with God or you go be with them. I've been with them. And being with them led me to nothing but incarceration, turmoil, depression, and all kind of stuff, man. And I ain't saying all of them like that. It's some good dudes over there, and I keep contact with those. And I don't look at myself as no Gerson. I deal with everybody on an individual basis. That's over with me. I reclaimed my life back, man, and it was hell doing it, man, because it was so many people that couldn't look at me as nothing other than a Gerson. It was a long time I didn't even have no identity. When they seen me, they seen a Gerson. One of the worst ones. When they seen me, when they seen my face, they seen a Gerson. My name, Terrell. That's what my mama called me. I'm not a Gerson. So when people see me, I want them to see Terrell with all my scars and the wounds and all that I got from once being a Gerson. I took my eye patch off because I want people to see what being a Gerson did to me. Yeah. Everybody that get to know me for the first time always ask me, what happened in your eye? And that always takes me back to when I used to be a Gerson. That's God's way of constantly reminding me of how far I done came, but where I come from. So I'm always know where I come from. But I'm not focused on that no more. I'm focused on where I'm going. And that's what's wrong with y'all. Y'all too focused on where you come from. You still too focused on being validated. Validate yourself. If you want to be a Gerson, be that. But do your homework on that. Herbert Gerson was a racist white man that didn't like people that looked like me or you. Now I understand you ain't really talking about him, but his name was Herbert Gerson, and those apartments was named after him. He was the superintendent the housing authority back in the 60s. His name is in Herbert Gerson, and his name is also in Marble Manor, over there on Gerson Street. That was named after Herbert Gerson, a white man. So when you say I'm a Gerson, you saying you a son of his. And when you go after your enemy, or your so-called enemy, and you do something to him, you knocking your own people down in the name of this white man. That's just the truth. My name Terrell. Yeah, I was born in Herbert Gerson Park. But my name is Terrell. And one day, I hope you be able to be you and not want to be looked upon as a Gerson, but looked upon as a man and respected as a man. Because you're a man before you anything, my brother. And you being, supposedly being, I'm not saying nothing other than you told me you was a Muslim. Being a Muslim, brother, subhanallah. And you saying you're a Gerson, brother, astaghfirullah. That's fitna. And you know what that means. That's fitna. To be a Gerson is to be in the dunya. And you know what that means. Astaghfirullah, brother. I'm not on that. I respect that. My God is universal. He's 360 degrees. Like when Jesus said, I am the beginning and I am the end. I am the who is, the who was, and the who is to come. I am the Almighty. That's my God. You see? And I serve that and that only. Because that is the only reason why I'm sitting here in front of you with clarity, with my memory, and able to tell you what I'm telling you. Look at what God has done for me. When I was a Gerson, I was a Sherm head. When I was a Gerson, I was about that life, man. When I was a Gerson, I was a drunk. I was a habitual criminal as a juvenile when I was a Gerson. I was a serial gun packer. I walked around in the hot sun with a trench coat on, man, with a shotgun in my sleeve. That's what being a Gerson did to me, man. But look, now that I've been with God, I got my memory. I don't drink nothing. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I'm not angry. I don't feel the need to hurt no one. I want to help. I've actually cried a few times, and it felt good. Like pressure was released. I got to know compassion and empathy. And you know what? They hide. I always knew hate, anger, aggravation, and irritation. I never knew compassion. I never knew empathy. But when God introduced me to them, I said, these who I should, this is what I should be hanging out right here. Compassion and empathy. See, that's what I learned to have. That's what God gave me. You know what Gersons gave me? They gave me anger. Being a Gerson, I sought revenge. Because my homeboy just got knocked down. And then my other homeboy got knocked down. And then my homegirl got knocked down. And then another homeboy got knocked down. And then another homeboy got knocked down. And then another homeboy got knocked down. So every day I'm trying to rectify all these, That's what the Gerson did to me. Every day I would have never had no peace. How could I ever avenge all them? See? I never had no peace, even in the penitentiary. Every time something happened, even if I wasn't involved, they locking me up. People don't like to talk about that, but every time something involved a Gerson, they always came and got me, and y'all knew that. Most of the time, they had to come get me because I was the one starting it. But a lot of times when I wasn't in it, they came and got me anyway. That's what the Gersons did to me. Not all of them, but a large quantity of them. And I'm going to tell you something else. This the honest to God truth. Out of all my life, a lot of people told on me. I'm going to tell you something. At the worst moment in my life, my own told on me. My own. One of my own homegirls tried to get the $10,000 award and set me up over Jockey Mama Jean house. And I had ran up out of there. I just didn't feel right. But they swarmed in there and they slammed Jean all up under the table. One of my homegirls tried to set me up and get the reward. One of my own. You think I'm finna sit here and pretend like that didn't happen? Why you think God still allowed me to remember that? Huh? You think I'm going to pretend that ain't real? Did you suffer the pain that I suffered from being a Gerson? Did you lose 20 years of your life? Was you stabbed in your eye? Was you pronounced dead? Excuse my French. Was you pronounced unalive? What was you? You never felt the pain I felt of being with, man. I didn't bang with the best of them. My era is different from your era. So if that's how you feel being a G, then that's on you. But I'm not finna bring that to no youngster, man. I respect you as a man. But that right there, as far as that other thing you stand on, we gonna have to respectfully agree to disagree with that. Because I'm at that age, and like I say, some people get old and some people grow up. I chose to grow up. I chose to realize I have so much to lose. But God put me in a position to where I can have so much to gain. What I'm giving, I'm reaping the benefits of it. People are noticing. And all it takes is one. So I don't know why you felt the need to get at me like that and tell me that, being a G and all that is not something, it's a feeling. I felt all the feelings you can feel being a Gerson. I mean, I don't know if there's any feelings I've missed being a part of that. And the only feelings I had was those of anger and irritation, frustration and bitterness. That's the feelings I had. I've lost friends that was real close to me, man. And the only thing that I can do now is accept that because they not coming back regardless of what I do. So I have to live my life. That's what I have to do. I have to focus on my seed before it get infected with the virus of stupidity and ignorance and self-hatred that I was infected with. I have to make sure my seed don't get infected with that, man. I have to be the medicine for my child. We are the only medicine for our children. We have to be there for them. I'm going to have to be there to make sure he don't get sick. Because the streets is out there and they're waiting to infect our children, man. And only a father, a strong one at that, can be his son's medicine. And I'm going to stay my son's medicine. And the only way I'll be able to do that is stay in his life and stay focused on him. For real. You know? And I'm trying to add more fruit to my garden, man. I want a daughter. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm on. And I feel like God, he gonna bless me with twins. You know? I'm healthy. I'm 267 pounds of muscle. 22-inch arms. I don't do nothing but get up every day and thank God that he allowed me to do so, man. I'm finally free because I had the kahunas to look. I swear to God, freedom, not being in institutions, and I'm talking about mentally free because that's the prison.